Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today is a very, very special episode as we are going to try the new food from across the street. The University City Market has changed into the Chester Food Mart, and we are going to see if the sandwiches are different, if there's any good, bad, the ugly, and I will discuss what I am really upset about. So let's get on with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. So as you know, when I decide what I want to eat for dinner, it is a long, process that I have to go through. I need to say, okay, this is what I have in the refrigerator, this is what I have in the freezer, this is what I have prepped. And then, I go through my head thinking about, well, what happens if I want something like fast food? Maybe Assad's, maybe Taco Bell, maybe McDonald's, maybe Domino's, maybe Pizza Hut. All these things go through my mind, and then I look at my snack options. Because you know that if you have snacks for later, you have to kind of balance that between what you're eating now and what you're going to eat later. And if you don't think that's a little crazy to go through every single day, well, welcome to the world of my brain and my head, because it's very complicated to get through. Anyway, I usually go across the street if I'm going to get a steak sandwich. That's my go-to place. I've tried other pizzerias in the area, and to be honest with you, they really weren't that great. They didn't taste as amazing as the one across the street did, and it was a little bit cheaper to go across the street. Used to be cheaper to go across the street. Now, normally my sandwich costs like, $7 to get. I just get the buffalo chicken cheesesteak. I'll get a pizza steak, no fried onions here and there. That's maybe or mostly when I go to my parents' house, because if I have to get something from Aldo's, that's what I'm going to get. If I'm going to get pizza or something else, I want to get it from somewhere else. I like the cheap Pizza Hut, Little Caesar shit, as you've seen on previous 8 Minutes with Aaron. So today I said to myself, I have chicken in the fridge, I have ground meat, I do have some pasta, which I made, some garlic and shrimp the other day, and some pasta left over, so I know I'm going to have to use that to make some kind of, spaghetti and meatballs, or just spaghetti and meat sauce, add some Parmesan cheese, and call it a day. But that wasn't today. No. So I was gonna get Assad's, but I said, no, the fried chicken, the fried food, no. Let's not do that, Aaron. You just went to the gym today, you burned all those calories. Let's just get something good, and maybe you can treat yourself to some popcorn later that my mom got from QVC, which I looked up before this episode, and it was very expensive. So Mom, please stop ordering off QVC. Please. I love you to death, but you need to stop. All right, so I got this buffalo chicken cheesesteak and a small fry, and it cost me $11.50. Now, before they changed their name over there and went through their whole remodeling shit, this joint cost me $10.50. $10.50. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Aaron, it's just a fucking dollar. Yeah, it's a dollar until you notice that they put another 40% on tax. I paid $11.90 for this sumbitch. And I guarantee you it ain't as good as Assad's chicken would be. And Assad's, maybe like $15.50. I would have paid the extra $3 if I knew I was paying $11.50 for this sumbitch. Now, this better be the best buffalo chicken cheesesteak I've ever had in my life. And I'm going to tell you, it probably will not be. So we're going to open it up, and oh my God, what has happened to this place? Disgusted, folks. These fries are awful. Oh my God. Down, automatic fucking down. They're smaller than a McDonald's fry. They taste as shittier than a McDonald's fry. Oh my God. They're awfully cooked. They're not hot. They taste stale to me. I knew I was never going to get another sandwich after the $11.90 they paid for it. This is solidifying. And then they gave me a lot of fucking fries for a small fry. Like, this is a lot of fries. I don't even want to eat this. And if you know me, I like to eat everything that's on my plate. Very fucking disappointing. God damn. They normally have like the fatter fries and they're like nice and crispy. These are just non-crispy. And the salt and pepper on it are just disgusting. And I don't really like to use a lot of dressings on it, like ketchup or mustard or spicy buffalo sauce or sriracha mayo. Anything you can think of that I would put on French fries. Oh man, let's just hope that the sandwich is going to taste better. All right, so let's take out one sleeve of this thing. Now, like I said, I get a buffalo chicken cheesesteak. They give me provolone cheese, and they give you, a nice ranch sauce on top, or blue cheese, rather. This is a lot of blue cheese that they threw on this sumbitch. Let's take a bite. Okay. All right. The sandwich is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. The chicken's cooked beautifully. It was a delicious bite. The roll is not hard. It's very soft. Trying to open it up, maybe show you guys what the inside looks like. Ooh, look at that. Ah, shit's falling out. Well, my table's awfully dirty. I don't know why I did that. That was a bad move. The other day I was making chicken, and I put the sauce from the chicken, because it was like these pre-made packs. You mix it in with shit. You let it sit in the refrigerator. I poured it over all my broccoli. I like broccoli. Broccoli's probably my favorite vegetable. And I wasn't thinking, and I just started eating the broccoli with the stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, it's raw chicken. Oh no. Ah! But my stomach, it's an iron stomach. So I didn't get sick. So, Chester Food Market, even though the fries were terrible, the sandwich tastes pretty damn good. It's a lot better than it was before. I don't know if you're using a different style of chicken or something's different about it. It definitely does taste a lot better than what I had before from you when you were at the University City Market. But the fries, you lose me at the fries. And you have to have the whole combo. The whole combo is necessary when you eat food. You don't want to get like, go to, let's say, Fogo de Chao, right? And the first cut of meat is amazing. And then the next cut of meat just is awful and awful. And they give you a pineapple, and that's awful. And then you get some chicken. I know they got chicken there and shit like that. You don't want to go to all you can eat and have awful food. Just like when you order a sandwich and you can't return it, you don't want to get awful food and not be able to return it, because, well, now you're stuck with it. So let's go to them ups and them downs. All right, ups and downs. Yes, folks, we got to get to them. University City Market, I miss you. Now you are Chester Food Mart. Overall, I'm going to have to give this whole experience a down. Price, fries, I don't care if the sandwich was good. The sandwich, like I said, was an up. Fries were a down. So that kind of like cancels shit out. Am I going to go back there again? I know I said I never will. I probably might to try something else over there. But for now, I got to say, my name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We'll go for more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. Don't forget, Monday Night Raw is on tonight, and I will have the results tomorrow. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.